So this building, Leo created all of this, all of these, these factory buildings. So he sold to Fender in 1965. He had a 5-year that he still had to consult for Fender. He had a 10-year non-compete. So from 65 to 75, he really couldn't create much stuff. It would be a conflict of interest. It was a contract, all that stuff, non-compete. In 66, he created CLF Research, and CLF Research is Clarence Leo Fender Research. And that was the umbrella company where he could put things aside for future, like G&L, like Music Man, the MFD pickups. Didn't necessarily want to give them to Fender, wanted to keep them for his future companies. In 75 or 76 or somewhere around there, Music Man came to him. They were a client and needed designs. Music Man Stingray, the guitars, the Sabre. And those instruments were actually built here in this factory. And then in 1980, G&L was born. But yeah, he created all of this, built all this up, named it Fender Avenue. So we are in the buildings where, like I said, a lot of those early Music Mans were built, which is pretty rad. Cool. So this is one of our wood rooms. When the wood comes in, we definitely get it pretty much dried, but we like to have it sit here for about another, 2 weeks. And this is humidity controlled, temperature controlled. We have a little humidity wand there that'll tell us the dryness of the wood or the wetness. So these are rosewood fingerboards. We've got Caribbean rosewood, which we're trying to phase out because of that whole CITES thing. We're able to use Indian rosewood again, which we like a lot more. And then we have our neck blanks here. Anything from quarter sawn, flat sawn. These bigger blanks are going to have, that's a maple fingerboard. The skinnier ones will get rosewood or ebony. So yeah, these are the blanks. When an artist wants something, come in here, pick some stuff out. It's always fun. Like with yours, came in here, picked your base out, picked all your wood out. And then we also have some figured tops. We've got burl. People like that kind of furniture. Very, very brittle wood. Has to have a lot of epoxy to fill those holes, but looks pretty rad. Tight flame maple, quilted maple. Got some spalt. And Custom Shop has a lot, which we'll see in a few, but Custom Shop has a lot of tops also. But they sit in here for a while to get dry. All right, so that was our, neck blanks, fingerboards. In here, we keep our body wood, and we've been building a lot. So we're kind of low, but we do get replenished. In here, same thing, kind of humidity, temp controlled. Basswood, okume, which we've been using a lot of. Okume is kind of like a mahogany, and these are the weights. So you can see a body blank can vary quite a bit. So here's an 8.5 pound body blank. Here's a 10 pound. So it really depends on the density of the block. So we try to stay, 8.5, 8.2 pound. We really try not to go too heavy. You can see here, we always, take something and see what it's going to look like. Draw it out. If this was more figured, it would be like, oh, okay, let's turn it this way, or use the other side for a little bit more grain to show through on like a burst. And a lot of the times too is 2-piece bodies we'll use for clear finishes, and then let's say like a 3-piece will be a solid color. So here's some swamp ash. Again, we go through wood pretty quick. We had some big orders, so.
Some heavy guys here too.
Yeah. Some heavy ones that were like, we'll wait on that one. And we got a couple of alder guitar. Again, varying from, and it dries out here too. It will lose more weight. So, but we go through wood pretty quick, as you can see.